Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already dead. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 96. You a shook one, breathe easy, know the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a, here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah. The mother ride or die for my, strictly for my survival of the fittest. That's the sound of the police. I'm in deep cover, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right there's on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who the warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. 2 words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This on that quiet storm, T-O-N-Y, top of New York, with a pitchfork.
Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now?
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter. The cameras more numerous. I don't know. There's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. You're my partner, my best friend. I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here with you. And just think about it this way. You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They go play action. Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
A first down throw from Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney. In there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And Crosby puts it through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. Well, after what we just saw, we know that with 3rd down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge their offensive line and try and run it? Or do they go ahead and concede that this is a tough defense and put it in the air?
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, they run with Howard. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Sims. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now let's go! 319! 319!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On third down, this is Howard fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Handoff, this is Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Set, move,
drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Rashad Perriman as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Steps away to his left. Incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now let's go. Green.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. Then a hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check, Patriots.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10
here we go.
at the 41-yard line. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
He'll drop to throw. And an alley to run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about. And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Bears on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. But with the score where it's at, a field goal essentially doesn't do them much good here. A touchdown, though, and they're really in business.
Yeah, exactly right, because taking over the ball in this type of field position, all right, they feel good about what the defense just did. If you're calling plays, you're still thinking aggressively. You're not thinking, all right, let's just run the ball and try and get 3. You want to put it downfield, call your big shots, and try and get that big, big score.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go on the ground. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And this one's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Skirts by him at the 35. Oh, and now some space to operate. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Give him 30 yards there. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. 2nd and goal from the 1. He'll get it up the middle, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Finding room to the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. And how about this? The dog pound gets the crown. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs.